happened after my graduation. So me and my friends, me, Samuel, Mariana, had all decided that we were gonna go out. We didn't know exactly where we were gonna go or what we were gonna do. We just knew we wanted to go out. So Eunice texts me and she tells me that her mom let her borrow the car, but that Samuel was gonna be the one driving since her mom trusted Samuel to drive the most. So they come to my house and they pick me up, and Samuel suggests that we go to this cafe in Button Park since we had never been there and that it was like really cute. So okay, we go to the cafe, we get our food, we get our drinks, we're just eating, talking, relaxing, like nothing could go wrong. But then we get bored after we finish, and Samuel says that we should go to LA in the hills because it's a pretty view at night. So we all agree, and we're going to the freeway, going to LA. And then that's when Samuel tells us that that's his first time driving freeway, and we're just like, okay, fuck. But like whatever, we trusted him because like he was doing a good job. So we go to the hills, we get off the car. It was a pretty view, like how he mentioned. We could see the lights from the houses. It was really peaceful, really quiet. You could hear the crickets chirping and everything. Like it was just a nice time. But at this point, it was already like 12:40. So we decide we're gonna go back to Anaheim, we're gonna make a stop at McDonald's and eat, and then we're gonna go home. So we're on the freeway again, we're going to Anaheim, and we go to McDonald's like how we planned, and we're just talking and eating. And Samuel likes to do this thing where he likes to reflect on life and be all deep after we hang out, so that's what we do, we're just being deep and reflecting on life. And then we go into the car to start heading home. And I'm texting my dad, I'm like, I'm on my way home. Samuel starts reversing the car. And then he hits a parked car. And I'm like, Samuel, you were doing so good. Like, you're doing so good. You went on the freeway for the first time. You were doing great. And you just hit a fucking car, like, and it's parked, or whatever. And so this lady comes out of her car, and she's like, you guys just hit my car. Like, you need to park your car now. And we're like, all right. And then Samuel looks back, and he's like, well, there's no damage to your car and there's no damage to my car. And she was like, yeah, but you hit my car. So we're like, okay. So Samuel starts like parking the car, and he looks back at us and he's like, are you guys ready? Like, we're gonna make a run for it. I'm like, okay. So he starts reversing the car. We start getting out of the parking lot, and then her husband comes running, and he gets behind our car and he starts yelling at us, and he's like, park the fucking car right now. Like, I'm gonna call the fucking police. Like, blah, 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 blah. And we're just like, oh shit. So he makes it really loud and obvious, like he wants us to hear it. He pulls out his phone and he's like, and he starts talking like this. He's like, hello, police. Yeah, my car just got hit at McDonald's, and like I need you to come right now. Like the guy's about 25 years old, Samuel's 18. And none of us had our license or permits either at the time, so we were just kind of like, ugh. But whatever. So Samuel parks the car because we had no choice at this point. Like, he was behind our car, we couldn't back up and drive away, and the police was coming either way, so we were just like, okay, we're just gonna wait. So Samuel calls his best friend Gio, and he calls him and he tells him, you need to come now, like I just hit a car, like come through, bring your dad. So I'm a good friend because I stayed throughout the whole situation. Because I could have left, but I stayed. And then the cops pull up, and so does Gio and his dad, and then they're just talking, and there's no like big consequence. It's just that someone with the driver's license has to drive the car back home. So one of Samuel's friends has to drive the car back home, and then Samuel, Eunice, and Mariana have to take an Uber to their house, and I have to take an Uber to my house, but their Uber came first, so I was kind of stuck in that parking lot with some of Samuel's friends who had pulled up at the same time with his dad. So I was kind of just there with his friends, and they were just being annoying. They were just trying to flirt with me, and I didn't want to flirt. I just wanted to go home at that point. And then finally my Uber came, and I was able to go home. And I got home late, and I just told my parents that they wanted to make a stop at the store to buy toilet paper. And